Hey Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading for the 22nd to 29th of September. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. All right, my Virgos, I do need to give a huge shout out to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video. This is what their website looks like. It is a fantastic platform to help connect you with vetted professional psychic advisors. These people are amazing. I work with them myself. Yes, I know I'm psychic. Yes, I know I do tarot. Sometimes I need external advice, right? Third-party perspective, somebody who is indifferent to a situation, and they've helped me with my finances, with my love life, because there's lots of stuff going on in my life, okay? So they're fantastic. When you go onto the platform, you know that it's a judgment-free zone. You find the right psychic advisor for you, and you can connect with them via telephone, text message, or video call. I personally like calling them on the phone. That's just my preference, though. And Psychic Source has been kind enough to extend to all you first-time Psychic Source users up to 40 minutes for just $19.80. It's a $240 value. You're going to want to use the link down there that has my name to connect with a psychic advisor that best aligns with you. And a massive thank you to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. W-T. Okay, listen up, Buttercup. If you've been going through it, if you've been in this place where you're like, Char, you know, I don't know, do I stay, do I go, what do I do, like, what's the path forward here? Here's what I'm going to say to you. And you guys know I got a soft spot for you. You know I have a soft spot for you. You know I do. Let me get one more. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. I talked about this over on my Instagram yesterday. And look, you might want to sit down for this, okay? This is not bad. This is me giving you a pep talk. This is me acting as your bestie. If I was your bestie, if I truly genuinely had your best interest at heart as your friend, and I don't know you personally, but I do feel like I know you guys, and I have a soft spot for you guys, okay? You guys operate my 7th house, and I always tell you guys this. Here's what I would say to you, okay? If you're my friend and you were coming to me and you said, Char, like, I'm going through this stuff, this is what I would say to you based off this spread. Nothing can change if nothing changes. And if you do not fill up, I'm going to start crying, Jesus. If you do not fill up your own cup, Virgo, then you are not going to be pouring from a cup that has any sustenance. And that is going to make you feel so damn depleted. And I think in the bottom of your hearts, if we were to hold hands, kumbaya for a minute, and be so authentic, so true, and so transparent, we would turn around and say together, you and me, that in whatever situation you're currently going through right now that is creating a lot of like mental anguish, stress, worry, betrayal, suffering, sadness, we would turn around and say, yeah, Char, this thing has to end. Now, for some of you, this thing has to do with your career, your money stuff. For others of you, this has to do with behaviors. Whether these are eating habits, self-care habits, hygiene habits. Think about the fact that you rule the 6th house, right? So it's health, job, routine, your hygiene, any form of hygiene. Your pets as well live in there. But this doesn't feel like pets. This feels like it's a you thing. Whether it's mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, financial, romantically as well. There needs to be some sort of balance restored in your life. Death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginning in Taurus. Taurus is all about love, luxury, sensuality, values, your self-worth, your material possessions. Death, this is Scorpion energy, and Mars is currently in Scorpio, and guess what? Scorpio, Taurus, they're opposites here on the astrological wheel. And for you, Virgo, you know, Taurus says to you, stay grounded. You're one of us, stay grounded. The 3 of Swords to the Page of Cups. This could have been infidelity, if it's romantic, okay? If it's not romantic, this is words, sharp words. This is 5 of Wands, Ace of Wands. There's so much fire here. This could have been with a Taurus. This could have been somebody you had a family with or thought you were going to have a family with here. okay, Virgo, or you were cohabitating with them and then like the truth came out, like infidelity, lies, cheating, deceit. Even if it was like flirting, look, listen, I'm real strict when it comes to some things. Emotional cheating is still cheating. If you are not going to your partner for all your stuff and you are looking for external advice from another man, if you're in a, heterosexual and you're the man, or you're the woman, and vice versa, if you're the man and you're going to another woman for advice instead of your partner, ew. And I don't care, friendships, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. No, there's certain rules in place. And I'm going to be strict on that. Three of Swords, Page of Wands, Four of Wands, Justice. Page of Wands, Four of Wands, Justice. This is you. This is you get to decide. I cannot tell you to stay in this. And I am also not going to tell you to leave. I am going to tell you that the Four of Wands to Justice to Judgment, you had Justice and Judgment in your reading, and the Wheel. Source is kind of telling you, wrap it up, babe. The cycle here, the time, whatever the heck this is, something's got to change. Nothing can change if nothing changes. The Two of Pentacles, I understand you may have like money tied up with them. Maybe you share the same place, maybe you were living with them and they've kicked you out. Like it could be something like that here, Virgo, or like you realize you're a little bit like enmeshed with them financially or dependent on them financially a little bit. But what Source is saying here, yeah, see, Three of Cups, it's like I'm feeling a lot of people in the party here. If it's your career, I think it's time to wrap it up. I think it's time to move on to another job. And I feel like we've talked about this potentially ad nauseum. That you're like, yeah, sure, I know, I gotta let this job go. If it's romantic, let's go pull out some romance cards. Ugh, yeah, look, do you know at the bottom here, and health as well, freedom under health. If you are in a new connection and you're finding that you're like constantly getting sick or you're not feeling well or like you're down in the dumps and that's not your energy. Like it's one thing if you're like a moody pants and you're always feeling a certain way, that's not that. But like if you're typically a bubbly, happy-go-lucky, healthy, this and that, and then you meet somebody and I don't know, your whole energy just starts changing, pay attention to that, okay? Because the body knows. Five of Pentacles here in your love life. Six of Wands. Ace of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Here you are at the bottom of the deck. I love this. Ooh, yeah. And the Sun. My advice is to pick you first. Straight up. I know for some of you may have a family with them because we have the Four of Wands there. The Ten of Cups was showing up. So you could be married or like common law, have children with them, okay? At one point or another, babe, you're going to have to pick you first. And you have to remember your child, Six of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Three of Wands. Your child is going to see resilience. Your child is going to see peace. And your child deserves resiliency and peace before they deserve infidelity and two parents who mistreat each other, because then that's the same patterns are going to repeat in their love life. Nine of Cups, Six of Wands. Ace of Wands, sorry. And then Nine of Pentacles here. Source is saying pick you first. Pick you first. Whether this is romantic or career-wise, pick you first. Love yourself first. Honor yourself first. Focus on your own happiness, your own success, your own stability first. Justice is cause and effect, it's karmic, and judgment is reckoning. It's answering the call from the universe and stepping up to lead in a place that feels very powerful and from a place of self-trust, self-confidence. Okay, Virgo? I love you. Please know that. You are so loved. You're so worthy. All right? Especially if you're going through a crappy breakup or a revelation with a dingleberry doofus. Okay, if you want to work together with me in any capacity, it's down in the description box below. Here's this video to help you with manifesting your dream life. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, subscribes. We'll see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.